Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's good to have you guys back here to the channel. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make this fashion backpack that has a bottom. This is not like the regular school bag that we used to make. This one has a separate bottom. So if this is something you like to see, please stay tuned to the channel. So I'm using this template. I it was from a previous video that I made of a travel bag, but in case if you don't know how to make this, go about this template, I have the tutorial. I'm going to put the link in the description box so that you'll be able to go and watch it and see how to go about the template. But in case you know how to go about the curve, the measurement is 10 by 12 inches. The length is 12 inches and the width is 10 inches. So because I am using a light leather, I decided to double it with another different color leather. So instead of putting a lining, I decided to put another different color of leather. So instead of me sewing them together to join the bodies together, I decided to use my gum. This way I am going to have a seamless joining together. I love joining two parts of leather like this. It makes my work stand out, and it also make my work not have too much thread at the end of my stitches. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and put I'm going to put my gum on all the four bodies. Then I'll just allow it to dry a bit. Then I'm going to arrange it and align it nicely and properly. Please take your time while doing this. You don't want one to be bigger than the other because you cut them identical and equal to each other. So when we are done, the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is start making my markings of where I want the small pockets to be. So what I did is I marked 1 inches from the bottom like this. Then I went up extra 6 inches, which is 7 inches in total. So the length of the pocket is going to be 6 inches. That 1 inches that I mark as first is going to be serve as a guide. It's a space for stitching allowance. Then I'm going to go in by 2 inches on both sides. So at the end of the day, I had around 4.5 inches to 4.5 inches or 5 inches. So I'll just make my straight lines like this. So now I need you to understand that anything you get, you are going to, you see, when I mark, so anything you get like this, you add half inches on all the four sides. So 6 inches plus 1 inch is 7 inches, 4 inches plus 1 inch, that's 5 inches. So I'm going to be cutting out 5 by 7 inches. So after I cut it out, I'm going to now remove extra half inches from this my marked point. So from this my pocket, I'm going to remove half inches on all the four sides. That is going to be serving as the curve. So we added 1 inch. So when you remove half inches of both sides, you are removing the 1 inches automatically. So I'll cut it off like this. After I cut it off, this is what it looks like. Then I'll just go down by 1.5 inches. So when I go down by 1.5 inches, I'll connect the lines, then I'll remove that 1.5 inches. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my zipper. Please just keep watching so that you will not misunderstand what I am doing here. This is just me trying to put that small pocket. So in case you don't know how to go about small pockets, this is how to go about it. So the initial measurement I had on the markings was 6 inches. So I'm going to cut out that 6 inches by 4.5 inches. So that is going to be the flap. So I'll cut it out, then I'll just fold it into two and just make a slant curve, a curve, by 1 inches. I'll just make my curve. This is going to be the cover of the small pocket. So please, I just hope you understand what I'm doing. Say you see the way I'm going about it. So when you're done, this is what it looks like. So you go ahead and sew. So now I'm just going to start coupling the pockets together. I just hope you're seeing what I am doing. It's not that difficult, it's very easy. So you sew the zipper, add your runner, then you sew the curved side. So when I am done sewing, this is what it looks like. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to start sewing from the lines. So you could get the middle of both the small pocket and your marking so that you start sewing from the middle if it's going to be hard for you to sew from the ends. So, and that is what I am going to do. I'll start sewing from the middle, then I'll sew all four rounds. So you see I'm carrying my tape now, and I'm going to get the middle. The middle of 6 inches is 3 inches. Then I will just start sewing from there. I'll just sew it. It's going to look like a top stitch. I'll just sew it like that. So after I sew, I'm now going to put the cover on that half inches markings that I made like this. I'm going to put it on the half inches markings that I made. It's going to look like a top stitch when I am done. So just keep watching. I just hope my illustration makes sense. And so after stitching, this is what it actually looks like. As you can see, I told you it's going to look like a top stitch. So you see the way it is. I just place it and I just stitch it round, and this is the cover. So I'm going to go ahead and put my fastener. If you have a magic gum, you could put a magic gum. If you have this tiny buttons that they used to put in male shirt, you could put it, but I don't have those ones, so that's why I just decided to put my fastener so that you'll be able to hold the flap to the small pocket. So this is just the design that is on the actual bag that I'm recreating. So I'll just make a cross like this, and in order for me to cover the fastener hole, there's no actual measurement, but here I have 15 inches. Then I will just go, and you could put your gum, and you could also top stitch. At the end of the day, I even later removed it and I put a logo instead. I felt that logo made the bag to come out beautiful because the bag was plain black, and adding this cross thing made it worse. So I had to just remove it and put a golden color of of logo. So you could do that and you could skip that. So this is just me doing some trimming so that when I put my piping, it would not come out. So after I was done with the front, now I'm back to the back. So I am going to trim off any excesses like this so that when I'm putting my piping, it will not show off. So this is just a 2 by 2 inches thing. That is what I'm going to be using to put the D-ring. So as you can see, this is how wide I want it to be because I don't want the D-ring to cut off when the person puts heavy stuffs inside the bag. So I'm just going to go up by 2 inches, and I am just going to make my markings on both sides like this. Then I'll put the D-ring. I'll put the holder like this, then I'll just go ahead and make a light stitch to hold it in place so that when I am putting my belt, it will not move around. So after stitching, this is what it looks like. So the next thing I'm going to be working on is the holder, the one that you can hold or you use to hang the bag. So there's no actual measurement. You could use your preference, but here I have around 10 inches. So I'm just going to put it, make sure it's as middle as possible. Then I am just going to cut this one that I'm going to use to overlay it. Please, I am using a belt here. This is because belt is stronger than the leather I am actually using. So in order for your belt not to unravel, because that's the only disadvantage of this belt, you are going to use your lighter or your candle or your matches to just burn off all the edges. This way your belt will not unravel. When you're done, you're going to make your markings. There's no actual measurement for this, but you could come down by 2 inches or 3 inches, and then you could go outwards by 2 inches or 3 inches. And I have put the third D-ring like this. Then I am just going to arrange it nicely and go and make my stitches. So when I'm done stitching, this is what it looks like. Now the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do now is to pipe the front and back. So in order to pipe the front and back, you are going to go down by by 2 inches. You're going to go up, sorry, from the bottom, you're going to go up by 2 inches on both sides. This is because the belt is not all the way to the end. So after stitching, this is what you should have. I'm so sorry, I did not know that my camera did not capture that point. But if you just follow my illustration, you would get exactly what it should look like. So this is just me measuring the length of the zipper side. So the width is 4 inches, and you determine how long you want the zipper to be. My own, I removed from the overall measurement I got. You know, you're not measuring the bottom, you're only measuring the 3 sides. So from the overall measurement I got, I just remove 13 inches for my zipper side. So this is just me. I'm just going to go and join the two bodies together. So guys, after joining, this is what it looks like. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is to confirm the measurement of the bottom. So please, anything you get is what you are going to be cutting out. So I got 10.5 inches. I didn't know how it got to 10.5 inches. But I got 10.5 inches by by the 4 inches for the sides, of course. So I just went ahead and cut the template out, and I'm just going to go ahead and pipe it. Normal piping. So after piping, you just go ahead and join the two sides together. So me, what I did is I joined the longer sides together before I now went and joined the shorter sides. This way, I'm not going to make any mistake while stitching. So when I was done stitching, this is what the final look of the bag looks like. It's very simple, and it's the trending bag nowadays. So in case you have another contract to make a school bag for a lady, someone who likes guy, so you could make this bag for her. It stands out and it's beautiful. Thank you guys for tuning into the channel once again. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. And if you're just tuning in for the channel for the very first time, please do well to click on the subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post in new tutorials. Because on this channel we have many more amazing tutorials to show you guys. I did the long strap of camera, and I am putting 2 long strap because the person I want to carry the bag is an adult. So I use the belt to pipe the I use the belt to make the handle strong. So having said that, I hope you learned something. Give me a thumbs up, say something nice in the comment section, subscribe if you've not. Thank you for coming, and see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye.